everybody, Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies, and welcome to another location. Whoa, look at that. Welcome to another episode of our podcast, and our podcast is called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
That's right. Today's episode is actually called Limited Partner versus General Partner. Now, this is your wheelhouse 100%.
Yes.
So take it away.
Okay. Well, first of all, for those of you who are listening and not watching, Flip did take the time to set up another podcast location.
We've only got like 4 million more podcasts to do. So.
And so we're in this room in what looks like, and we're probably going to get some coffee cups.
Oh yeah, we got to dress up the table here.
Yeah, we still have some work to do, but for those who are watching video, you get to see a new scene that is actually right across from our offices. So it's going to be really easy to pop in here.
Don't tell them.
Oh,
we're super far away.
Anyways, let's go into the content of this episode.
On location.
Thank you for this new location.
You're welcome.
All right, so limited partners versus general partners. So I think that this is an important thing to understand because we talk about this language all the time when we're talking about syndications and funds and things like that. So a limited partner is somebody who's going to invest capital in a deal, but they're not a part of major decisions, and they're just a passive part of the deal. Mm-hmm. They're going to say, I've got 100,000 or 250,000 or $1 million, whatever it is. They're investing their money for a return and nothing else. They also have limited liability. I'm going to talk about that after I explain what their general partner is.
That's because they're called limited partners. See, I'm quick.
You are quick.
Yeah, there you go. I apologize for interrupting this episode, but I do have a quick announcement. You see, this is how we show the social media algorithms that you actually like what we're sharing on these episodes. So, if we're adding any kind of value over this 365-day series all throughout the year, we hope that you'll help us out by sharing the love. So, make sure to hit that like or love button right now. And if you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Now, back to the show.
All right, a general partner, they're the ones doing the work. They have full management control and unlimited liability. I'll go into that in a second. So examples of general partners, people who found the deal, people who underwrote the deal, people who helped do the due diligence on the deal, capital partners, people who helped raise the money to be a part of the deal and be able to close the deal, project managers, asset managers. There's lots of different ways, but they're the ones doing all of the work. The limited partners get to come back, sit back, relax, cash their checks.
There we go.
Get the passive income while they watch these other guys do all the work.
Yep, I got it.
And they don't even really watch. They get like something in their email box that says, hey, we did this. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at the money I just got. Ta-da! So that's really the difference between limited partner and general partner in a very high level overview. There's really not a whole lot more that goes into it, but I do want to talk about the liability because this is an important piece, because limited partners and general partners are both owners of the deal. So you do have ownership when you're a limited partner, even if you're just giving money. It's not like private money lending where you're the lender only, you're the bank, and it's secured by a note and mortgage. In this case, you're contributing money to invest and become an owner and part of that deal. In this case, as a limited partner, you do have limited liability, and your limited liability is the amount that you invested.
Right.
So if you invested $100,000, that's the extent of your liability.
Right.
If I'm a general partner, then I have unlimited. I have 100% liability for everything. So that's it, Flip.
Yeah, no, and I can't figure it out because when we got into the multifamily scene, there's so many. What are those called? Just initials. What is that? You know. There's a word for it.
Yes.
And I can't.
Acronym?
Yeah, that's what I was going for. And for the longest time, they'd send me something and I'm like, this email is coded. I have no idea what this email means. And so LPs and GPs.
That's right.
Because they don't call them limited partners and they don't call them general partners. They're LPs and GPs.
Right.
And you have to know this. And there's OMs and MMOs and M&Ms and.
We should do an acronym episode.
Yeah. Because the SEC SEC and oh my gosh, just keep throwing them in
It's
there.
not the Southeastern Conference.
Very good.
Thank you very
Oh my
much.
gosh, she actually listens. That's amazing. So if you are listening and you're not getting to see our new location, I hope that you enjoyed this podcast or this episode. I hope you enjoyed your workout, your walk, or while you're supposed to be working, whatever it may be. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and make sure you're joining our groups on Facebook and on LinkedIn, facebook.com/groups/
Freedom through passive income.
There you go. I'm pretty sure if you type in freedom through passive income, you're going to find us one way or another. But if you're listening on the Apple Podcasts, give us a review. We love 5-star reviews. But tell us how we're doing. Give us recommendations, questions, whatever it may be. But we hope that you're enjoying these. Share it with your friends, your family, with everybody. But we do hope you're enjoying these. And we always like to end with
Invest smart.
live happy.
Bye, everybody.
Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on this show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss, y'all.